Welcome to Titans Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is July the 7th, 2023, and we're going to be talking about Impact Wrestling because we got one match that got added to the Slammiversary show. Let's see if we have any more matches that we did not announce, because they've been doing that a lot on social media, announcing matches that we did not know about. We have the a pre-show match. It will be Joe Hendry versus Kenny King with Sheldon Jean for the Digital Media Championship. I already talked about the World Title, the Knockouts Title, Bully Ray's match, the Tag Titles, Angels. We got Chris Sabin. We got the Coven will be defending the Knockouts Tag Team titles. Tara Wilde and Colin King will be versing Kelly Kelly and Masha Slamovich. And then the match that we heard about. So, yeah. And we heard that Santino will be versing Dirty Dongo at the Slammiversary Fallout. Not on Slammiversary, after Slammiversary. I thought it would be on the pay-per-view. Guess not. So, ladies and gentlemen, it was a pretty decent show. Pretty decent episode. But ladies and gentlemen, we got another Bully Ray discussing tactics to try to end his opponents before their big match at Slammiversary. So ladies and gentlemen, we got Eddie Edwards versus Frankie Kazarian in the pretty decent match. But ladies and gentlemen, most of the match, it was Alicia Edwards won't stop getting involved. But Eddie Edwards gets the win because Alicia Edwards again. But ladies and gentlemen, Frankie Kazarian was in backstage and he talked about that they got a rubber match because they both got to win against each other. So, ladies and gentlemen, he says if you want to bring your wife in your corner at Slammiversary, he's going to bring his wife in the corner, the first ever knockout, Tracy Brooks. I know who she is. Maybe some of you guys don't know who she is, but she was in Impact Wrestling before. That's when they did not have the Knockouts title. Or a women's division. But that's what's going to happen at Slammiversary. You got Frankie Kazarian will be versing Eddie Edwards at Slammiversary. Then we have Sami Callihan and Rich Swann will be versing Chapin Singh and Shira. Well, ladies and gentlemen, remember Sami Callihan and Rich Swann is in the Slammiversary 4-way match for the Impact World Tag Team Championships. So they need to try and get some momentum, and they did get momentum because they beat Chapin Singh and Shira. But next week we will see two teams that will be in that tag team championship match, and that will be Moose and Brian Myers will be versing Sami Callihan and Rich Swann next week. Then we have Jonathan Gresham versus Angels. And ladies and gentlemen, Angels is getting tired of Diener because Diener just keep on yelling at him to do this, to do that, and Diener was getting annoyed. And ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match was Jonathan Gresham. And Gresham wants a handshake, but Diener is telling Angels, don't do it. He's keep on poking him with his fingers. But Mr. Angels grab his hands. No more poking my chesty. He throws it and then he shakes Jonathan Gresham's hand. Diener was pissed. But ladies and gentlemen, does that means Angels is out of the design? I don't know what's going to happen. They both are part of the X Division Ultimate X match. Jonathan Gresham and Angels, but Diener could make it more worse by involving himself in this match for Angels. Angels has a big problem. Then we got PCO versus the Good Hands in a handicap match. And ladies and gentlemen, of course, the winner of that match was PCO. Scott D'Amore was on commentary, and then he went in the ring to celebrate with his tag team partner until one of the, I forgot their names. I know one's Skylar and one's Hodge. I don't know which one is which because I don't really care for them. They're just jobbers. So the long black hair guy, I think that's Hodge or Skyler, whatever which one it is, got in the face of Scott D'Amore. He started punching Scott D'Amore, and then Scott D'Amore was doing his punches, and then he did a sky high. Pretty cool sky high. He did not really mess it up. And then he was about to do the Canadian Destroyer until Bully Ray came out, distracted Scott D'Amore, and then here comes Steve Maclin doing a low blow onto PCO, start whacking everybody, Scott D'Amore and PCO, with a steel chair. And then Steve Maclin handcuffed Mr. Scott D'Amore to the ropes. And then they, Bully Ray and Steve Maclin puts PCO through a table. But they're not done there. It looked like they were going to kidnap PCO, but they grabbed PCO and throw him off a ramp to the like the basement of this arena. And then Scott D'Amore was throwing things. He's trying to keep those guys away, but Bully Ray and Steve Maclin did not care about Scott D'Amore. They went down the ramp. They went in the basement. They closed the doors that Scott D'Amore can't see what's happening. Well, maybe they could on the big Titantron. But ladies and gentlemen, you saw Steve Maclin and Bully Ray try to toxic or poison Mr. PCO by putting battery juice, toxic or whatever they call it, in the mouth of PCO. But that didn't work. PCO was still moving. And then, ladies and gentlemen, they put the gasoline on him and set him on fire. Man, they really want to destroy this monster. But ladies and gentlemen, we don't know what's going to happen at Slammiversary, because now if PCO is burnt to crisp, what's going to happen to him? What is going to happen to Scott D'Amore? This match is not canceled. The match is not canceled, so I don't know what's going to happen. Bully Ray is sick, man. He's a sick, twisted man. Then we had Giselle Shaw versus Courtney Rush. The winner of that match was Giselle Shaw. There wasn't really anything that happened there. Then we had Lio Rush and Nick Aldis versus Morty City Machine Guns. Pretty decent tag team match, but the winner of that match was Lio Rush and Nick Aldis. What's going to happen at Slammiversary? If you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. See you guys tomorrow for Friday Night SmackDown. Let's see if Carlito actually makes his return. That's all for me today. Tell us out. Bye!